Scott, so I'm curious if say schools over stadiums gets this referendum actually pushed through, we hear back in the next couple of weeks how the judges decided down there. How do you think a referendum would do in front of the Nevada public? Because I've seen a couple of okay,
No,
maybe that's well because
no.
I've seen a couple of those polls that I don't know who's running those polls, but it seems like 50 no, 30 yes, and 20 ambivalent. Is that kind of
Yeah,
pretty?
no, they can't let that succeed because they know the if you take this to voters, it will be killed. So I think it's all moot because you're not gonna need this money for a ballpark that doesn't exist and won't exist. But I don't know, that organization, they don't have a lot of pull. Is so to me, it's just kind of a distraction from the what's really happening is if it went through for whatever reason, like there's been a lot of really important things that have not made it through this process
Mhm.
because you democracy doesn't really work for the most part. So if you let voters decide if they're going to contribute to a ballpark, it'll be killed. So now you got the A's going, we thought we were getting this whatever $400 million, and now we're not. Well, if you thought we weren't coming to Vegas before, we're definitely, and they could use it as an excuse to not come. And then it'll be like, oh, we didn't pull the rug out from anything. They took away our public funding. So whatever path they take to Sacramento, I think that the public funding thing is, I there are very powerful forces at work, and the people that want the team are not going to let that get to a get to a public vote. I don't think. That's my 2 cents. There's, it was like kind of like the case with the Wild Wild West site. There are powerful forces when the union makes a call to an official or to somebody involved with a deal. The deal changes because that's a lot of voters who are members of that union, and the union will push. This is the culinary union. They will push. So they've been battling station casinos for years. Well, Station Casinos was the one that was going to provide that space on the Wild Wild West site. The union was having none of it. They're like, you are not getting anything here because you're anti-union. So those phone calls, they swayed. Those things happen behind the scenes. You won't really hear about it in the local media, but that's how decisions get made in Vegas. It's a phone call from somebody powerful or influential. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sheldon Adelson he made some phone calls in his day, but the Las Vegas Convention Center got an expansion, even though I think he kicked the door in because he was so upset that they were going to spend money on that because it competed with the Sands Expo. So the calls don't always land and have the effect they want, but quite often that's how deals get done.